MZ Talks Boxing is brought to you by HW Wigs, handcrafted scented candles. Their motto is relax and enjoy. And now for the show.
Y'all know what it is. MZ Talks Boxing.
Let me make this abundantly clear. We talk about boxing here. My opinion is winning, but if you ain't feeling then good on your boxing, yeah. This mental headshot sting. So do these body blows that I bring. You wanted the big step to the ring. Let's go to the toe to the final bell ring. MZ Talks Boxing. Yeah.
Welcome to another episode of MZ Talks Boxing. I'm your host, MZ, joined by my brother and co-host, Master Rod. We might be joined later on by Trey X. We never know who might pop in with us. Salute to Gil Coles. Gil Coles called us 1 minute after we're getting started. He said,
he
salute,
came right
Master
on in,
Rod.
man. Yeah.
Today is Tokyo-ish, Crawford versus Porter. If you got something to say, we want to hear it. We're going to sit back, chill, and kick it like we usually do, and have what we call a grandioso time. Master Rod, what's been going on with you, man? It's good to see you.
Hey, man, I've been taking it easy, man, and, hey, giving it all to God, because I'm going to tell you, without him, man, nothing is possible. I was just sum it up like that.
I feel you.
Hey, other than that, man, I've been great, just taking it one day at a time, man.
Well, there's a lot of stuff going on in boxing right now. We got the, what most people consider the mega fight coming up with Terrence Crawford and Sean Porter. What we're going to do is sit back and let the vibe kick in for a little while. See if we get a couple more people to join into the situation before we start just busting out. I understand that you got a bag of music for us with you, and we plan on jamming that, going back and forth, having hot tracks going for you guys. So yeah. I feel like this is a good track to be rolling for people to talk their ish. Crawford versus Porter. Mega fight this weekend. Who you got? Who you got? So, it's been a battle of who gonna eat crow. Gil Coles and Trey X served me up some big helpings of crow last fight. And, what can I say? It's all good. But I'm looking to return the favor this weekend. This weekend, not next weekend, but this weekend coming up. I'm going to be talking my ish. Crawford versus Porter. And yeah, I'm going to go ahead and say it with the big brave chest. I'm going to say it with my chest. I'm going to have to go with, I'm going with Porter over Crawford. What you say to that, Gil Coles? You ready for some crow? Are you ready for some crow? Ha ha. What you got to say? So until we start getting some people getting our boxing family in here, I want to go ahead and let you know, people don't be surprised if you look up and Kyle Rittenhauser happens to walk. with the murder of with the murder of those 2 men, those 2 protesters for Black Lives Matter, and wounding the other, maiming him for the rest of his life. The Ahmaud Arbery, what did you do? Gil Cole say I got bud by split decision, but it might be by stoppage. Oh, Gil Cole is sticking his neck out there. He say he got bud by split decision, but it might end by stoppage. Well, we look forward to seeing if that's gonna happen. And we'll go ahead and pop it through and have your crow ready. I got it already marinating. I'm gonna throw it on the grill for you, and you'll be all good. And we're gonna make sure that you get extra helpings. I got side dishes for you. I got fried okra, mashed taters and gravy, green beans, biscuits. Gil Cole, we got a big plate for you, baby. So, with that being said, we're gonna try to roll into the show like we usually do. And just sit back, put something in the air if you got it, sip on something if you got it, listen to the robust sounds of the track titans, and talk about boxing. Master Rod, I see you got something pulled up. I'll go ahead and get the sounds over to you. You can bring up your first sound of the broadcast. Start that music going, sir, and let our family start to slowly gather into the assembly spot. All you gotta do is hit the play button.
Give me a control, but I don't see him.
We can't be having dead air. Dead air, dead air, dead air, dead air, dead air.
But you know what? I don't
Gil Cole says, I think Rittenhouse is going to get convicted because the jury taking some time to give a verdict. But I wouldn't be surprised if it ends in a hung jury. That's a good point. The way things was going, that judge was arguing the case. It seems like for for Rittenhouse, more than his lawyers were. But you're right. I wouldn't be surprised if it's a hung jury. But I'm looking for them to let him off the hook, pretty much. That's what I'm seeing going to take place. But we'll have to see. You know, I'm nothing about this trial would surprise me, Cole. And that's just the truth of it. Nothing about this trial would surprise me with what they do. But a hung jury? Now, I don't think they're going to give the prosecution a chance to hit him again. A hung jury would just mean that they can try to charge him again and retry him. I think they're going to go ahead and acquit this boy. I'll be surprised if they don't. And if they don't, that'll be some justice, depending on what kind of time they give him. But they dropped the weapon charges against him, so can't really say how I think that's going to go. I can just sit back and wait to see. Master Rod, have you got yourself together yet?
No, man, I can't understand why. What happened? No, I don't know what's going on here. What are we doing?
But let me know when you get it going, and I'll go ahead and get that track going for us again. Ladies and gentlemen, Gil Coles, we're going to be playing. Oh, man, let me go ahead and put the banner up. Is this, Pump It or Dump It? We're working on these tracks to see what we're going to use for upcoming songs. We're going to roll them through, get them voted on. Make sure you're sharing the sound. I've also heard that Canelo Alvarez, I heard this on Blue Blood Sports TV, that Canelo was talking about dropping the belt, going up to cruiserweight to fight somebody. Why am I not surprised that Canelo Alvarez, who's supposedly the best boxer in boxing, is not going to defend undisputed? I thought 168 was his spot, but now he's going to fight somebody at cruiserweight. That's 200 pounds. So we'll see how that goes. Boxing has been making some strange turns lately. Oh, I have an announcement that MZ Talks Boxing will be growing. We'll be adding other sports to the channel. I'm just waiting on Big E to get his things together. He's going to be covering football for us. Going to try to find us a basketball guy. And then we'll have all angles covered when it comes down to sports. So I'm going to sit back. Let's see if Master Rod got something cooking yet, or if I'm just holding my breath. And here we are, giving Master Rod wheels of steel. Maybe the hospital time took away from his DJing skills and he just ain't got it no more. Maybe he just a fish out of water.
Oh, man.
Maybe he done got spoiled to sponge baths and Jello, fruit cups and stuff like that.
No, he did.
Yeah, well, I couldn't blame you if you got used to getting some sponge baths and fruit cups and Jello. Gil, play that flute. Is that Gil Coles in the house, ladies and gentlemen?
Gee.
Boys and girls, look who is joining the party. We got Gil Coles in the house. Gil, play that flute, Coles. Glad to see you, man. Happy to have you part of the show, man.
Keep gonna make a comeback. What's up, Master Rod? Salute to you.
What's going on? Salute to you too, brother.
Salute, MZ.
Salute to you, man. Welcome. You always welcome on MZ Talks Boxing. Anytime you want to jump in, you feel free, because that's what the link is there for. Glad to see you here. And man, it would be nice to see Keith back in the ring sometime soon.
Yeah, hopefully. He letting me down right now. He letting me down. He letting the city down, man. That's why I root. That's why I root for him, bro. He's from the city, so you know what I mean. Yeah.
I can understand that. I have no qualms with his fighting skills, because the dude has skills. He is a good fighter with a lot of heart, because he has showed his grit and determination in that ring, and you can't just brush him off, because he is a champion, an ex-champion. And I'm more than excited to see him finally get back into the run of things. So, look like we lost our brother.
Yeah,
but
we lost our brother real quick.
He can fall back in anytime. The door is always open. The door is always open. There he is. We lost him, but he got him back. No, you good, man. You good.
Yeah, I was looking at the chat. I was trying to see how. I ain't never did. I was trying to look at the chat.
Okay, well, the chat, it should be like one button over to your right to say comments and private chat, and you should be able to see it right there.
I don't know. I ain't gonna mess with it. I'm on my phone right now.
Okay, I
ain't gonna mess with it.
Really too much know how it goes with the phone.
Yeah.
So Master Rod, let me ask you: have you got your music stuff together? Are we still sitting here?
Man, you know what? I don't know. That's what I'm telling you. You know how you go here and click on stop screen, because I'm gonna redo this shit. You're sharing the screen, right?
Yeah, but you gotta make sure you cut the audio on for it. See what happened when you go to the hospital and they get sponge baths and feed you Jello and fruit cups. You come back and y'all discombobulated. You don't know what's going on with the show. He done forgot his buttons and everything. Okay, I see him again. Let's see if we got him going. So give you a call. Oh, there he is. There go Keith Thurman right there.
There it is right there. There you go right there.
We go harder than concrete. Me and my body get smoked out. Ice chest full of beer. Cheers, this the dirty south. Fuck being down and out. We in this bitch trying to stay alive. Peace to you, my nigga. I see you trying to get your money. We set for life, not fuck with it. We make it show your fam straight. You don't break a baby. Standing up on all teams. Every day it's on again. Same day, same shit all across the week. No matter where you live, hold it down. Shout out across the southwest side. Make it time straight all day. All day, all day, get your money and it can't wait. All day, all day, all day, all day, where it's real and it's no face. All day, all day, with shit. All day, trying to stay out the way. All day, all day, all day, making sure that the fam's straight. All day, all day, all day, get your money and it can't wait.
I think we should have a slow down session one night. I remember getting cold.
Don't let me go get it, because you know I got it in the file. Yeah.
Well,
saying little prayers. I'm glad I got to know ya. I'll be here to the end. I'm the only master bride.
Making sure that the fam's straight all day, all day, all day. Get your money and it can't wait. All day, all day, all day. Where it's real and it's no face. All day, all day, with shit. All day, trying to stay out the way. All day, all day, all day. Making sure that the fam's straight all day, all day, all day. Get your money and it can't wait. All day, all day, all day. Where it's real and it's no face. All day, real nigga, real shit. All day, trying to stay out the way. All day, all day, all day.
well, it looks like Master Rod has played the wrong version of All Day. So, we joined by Gil Coles tonight. He's going to do a little boxing talk with us. So, who you picking on Crawford Porter?
Man, I like Bud, man. I think Bud gonna pull it off. I think Bud gonna make this a statement. I think he getting tired of people not giving him no credit and making Porter, like, I guess, the benchmark, or the test for him or something like that. You know what I mean? Which, man, if Porter lose, Porter is a gatekeeper. You know what I mean? I don't think he got the best resume and all, but I don't think he can handle Bud. You know, I don't think it's gonna be a tough fight, but I think Bud gonna pull it off. I think I'm picking for a split decision, but I wouldn't be surprised if Bud stop him. You know, because I don't know.
If Bud stops him, that would be a big statement, because no one as of late has stopped him. You know, the dude, he's put up, and I can understand what you're saying when you say you can consider him as a gatekeeper, because it does seem like when he gets to the big fights, he always comes up short. You know, he lost his belt to Kell Brook, then he also lost to Keith Thurman. But other than that, you know, he's been pushing on. He also lost to Earl Spence. Let's not forget that. But this week, I can understand why people are giving Bud such a hard time and saying that Porter would be his benchmark, because a lot of people feel that that stupid statement of who is he beat type thing, which is it's not really a good statement to make, because he beat everybody that they put in front of him. So that's your answer. Who has he beat? Everybody that they put in front of him. Yeah. So this fight is, you know, if Porter loses, I can see Porter taking a step down, but if Bud loses, a lot of people are gonna give him shit. You know,
Oh yeah.
I can see that for sure. But if he wins, you better believe that people are going to collectively come together and the voices are going to rise for Earl Spence and Bud Crawford.
Yeah. That's the
And
big to me, that's the biggest fight. That's the biggest fight in the game right now.
that's the one to be made. That is the one to be made. And I, for one, have been waiting to see them get it on. But, you know, politics and boxing have been messing up a lot of the big fights.
Yeah, I agree.
So the only thing we can do is collectively keep our fingers crossed and hope that we get that major fight and see who can walk away with 3 belts.
Yeah.
And then it's only one more to go after. And that's the one that Ugas is holding. And we could have an undisputed at 147. This will be a great year because we got Clarissa Shields undisputed. I got a chance to see her do that twice. Josh Taylor, Canelo Alvarez, which I have asterisks by his. But other than that, everything is good. El Fenici in the house. Salute to you. Got El Fenici in the house. El Fenici, as you can see, we got our brother Gio Coles on us on the platform with us tonight.
El Fenici, salute, bro.
Gio Coles is you in Florida, right?
Yeah, Tampa.
Okay, in Tampa. My niece just moved back from down there. But yeah, I'm gonna have to make a trip to Florida one time. That's a part of the world I haven't been to yet.
Yeah.
I passed through it as a kid, man. That's nice. I can tell you that. I
You
remember.
passed through it as a kid. That was like 97 and a half years ago.
Yeah, exactly.
Gio Coles say salute.
Nah.
I mean, El Fenici say salute. Gio Coles, Master Rod.
Now, I got one thing. I got one thing.
Put it out, baby. Put it out.
Now it ain't I mean, ain't nothing serious, but it's like it been bothering me though. And I ain't gonna say no names or who be saying this. But why is they talking about Earl Spence is arguably the top 3 pound for pound fighter? I don't know if you heard the same person say this, but every time they mention Earl Spence's name, he loves to say he's the top, arguably the top 3 pound for pound fighter in boxing. How in the hell? Can somebody explain that to me?
Well, you know, for most people, in my opinion, the pound for pound list is just an opinion. You know, that's to me because it's no really strictly written out rules to say how you would place a pound for pound. So yeah, I can't really say that, and you don't really hear me actually talk about pound for pound because you know I don't know what the qualification for it is.
Yeah, I mean, I like to talk about who pound for pound is, but when you got people that's undisputed, you know what I'm saying, that held all 4, it don't matter what. To me, it don't matter. Like Usyk. I don't think Usyk get enough credit for being undisputed at cruiserweight.
Oh, forgetting to say him too. You're right. If you got pound for pounds in the game, those should be the number 1 names that you talk about.
That's what I would expect. You know what I'm saying? Now, it don't matter to me. It don't matter his competition at cruiserweight. That's just the competition in his era at cruiserweight. He whooped their ass.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And took them belts.
Beat whoever was in front of him.
So you got Usyk, you got Josh Taylor, you got Crawford at 140. You know what I mean? I would even put Mel in front of goddamn Earl. I mean, Earl unified. He doing his thing at welterweight, but he only been unified. You know what I mean? So how could you put him? How could you put Earl in a top 3 pound for pound? It just, to me, it don't make no damn sense, man. I don't know. Hell, Teofimo will be up higher than Earl.
Yeah, because
To
he
me,
does have 3 belts. He has 3 belts.
exactly. I don't know. That just be bothering me. I don't know if it's just clickbait. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, come on, man. If I'm supposed to take you serious, you know, I can't hear that shit. Yeah.
Hey, I feel you. And your opinion is worth listening to.
Yeah, not to take nothing away from Earl. It ain't nothing to take away from Earl. But come
No,
on.
if you're using those things as what you would consider a pound for pound, and that's how you would label them. Hey, the guys that hold belts, the most belts, they should be first come first serve basis, as you would say.
Yeah,
Undisputed. Then the next unified, depending on how many unifications they have
yeah,
down the list, and then you come to those that don't have belts, and you try to build up from there. So yeah,
yeah,
I can see where you're going with that, and I can understand. I won't take nothing from Bud because he is a undisputed champion at 140 pounds, and so forth.
yeah.
El
Only
Fenici
thing,
agrees with you.
yeah. I mean, the only thing I don't, you know, I would have liked to see, but like I would like to see a dude go unified. I mean, undisputed, and then defend them motherfuckers at least once. You know what I'm
That's what
saying?
I would like to
I
see.
would hope Josh Taylor fight again at 140, defend them belts, then move up to 147. You know what I'm saying? I like to see that kind of shit. You know what I mean?
Yes,
I
that's
have more respect because you put all them bitches on the line. You know what I'm saying? And defending them. You know what I'm saying? Instead of just
exactly.
collecting them and just okay, I'm gonna go up to one. I'm gonna go up one more class. Go up to the next weight class or whatever. Like going back to what you said before. I don't know. You saying Canelo he gonna drop his belts to go up to what it is, light heavyweight.
No, to cruiserweight, from
I
what
mean the
I'm
cruiserweight.
understanding. And I got this from Blue Blood. Blue Blood reported this
Yeah,
that
yeah,
he's gonna drop one of the belts and go up to cruiserweight and fight. I'm not for sure if that's signed in stone yet, but it
yeah,
kind of disappointed me a little bit because I'm like, dude, you're not going to even defend. You're not going to even
hmm
defend undisputed. What was the purpose of going after it so hard for? Just to say that you got it and then you didn't defend it?
yeah,
El Fenici says, I go with the understanding that if you put a 147 pounder in the same body as, let's say, Wilder, who wins? Now that was one of the things that I heard
yeah.
too.
I agree. I agree with
That
that too.
if you took the best fighter from a weight class and put him in another weight class, same body, who would win? But it's kind of hard to say that unless you can actually do it.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Because that's
Yeah,
kind of almost like a fantasy fight.
yeah, yeah,
You really won't be able to get a chance to see that. El Fenici
yeah.
says makes a lot of sense for EJ to be top 3, if not number 1. Well, in a 147-pound class, yes. Any other class, not yet. I wouldn't say that I would consider him top pound for pound 3 in any other weight division until he actually gets there and start proving it.
Yeah.
That's just my take on it. I could be wrong, but hey, that's what boxing is. People make their chances. And, El Fenici, correction for me. He said, no, I don't agree with him. I disagree.
Mm.
Well, El Fenici, who you riding with, El Fenici, on the Porter Crawford fight? I just want to make sure that we ain't on the same boat.
Hmm.
Who you got, El Felicia? Who you got?
I'm gonna give him enough time to type his
Who you
words in,
got?
you know what I'm saying, to see what he got to say. Okay, he said, but that's why it's pound for pound, because you have to speculate. I feel you on that. El Fenici say he got Bud, and he ain't talking about the smoking kind. He talking about the little fella from Omaha, Nebraska. Well, El Fenici, look like I'm gonna put some crow to the side for you too, because I think you're gonna need a helping of it.
Oh, you riding with Porter, huh?
Yeah, remember I had picked Porter like a month ago.
Whew.
And I stand on my square, whether it sounds crazy or not. And no matter how the odds look against me, I got to stick with who I picked at first. and it's gonna have to be Porter.
Yeah, I
It's
listened.
gonna have
I
to be
listened to
Porter.
I listened to Marlo show. Well, I listened to the replay this morning.
Uh-huh.
I heard Trey ride with him. He said he gonna stand on it. Yeah.
Real recognize real. Calls in the house. What's going on, man? Glad to see you. Salute to you.
Hey, you know what, man?
Cause you see we got Gil Coles on the set tonight. Gil Coles is the gentleman that let us know that hey, they listen to slow down music.
Oh yeah,
in
I grew up
Florida.
on that. Now see, I got one thing because I know you from Texas, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So DJ Screw get a lot of the credit, I think, with
For
slow
chopping it
down
up.
music.
Yeah, with all that shit he did, yeah.
But he chopped it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, but see, I'm talking about this probably like 90. I don't know how early he was doing it, but like 92, we had a DJ down here in Tampa named Rocket Rod, and he was slowing down music back in like 91, 92.
Okay.
So that's, I mean, I just grew up listening to I'm talking about everything slowed down from the goddamn Isleys to the Whisperers and goddamn Willie Hutch. I mean, I grew up on some old shit. I don't know too much about this generation of music right now.
Right.
I mean,
Okay,
everything was slowed down. It wasn't chopped up like DJ Screw, but it was
It
just
was
slowed down.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's where that shit really originated from.
Now I don't know if it originated down here though, because Screw could have been doing it earlier. I don't know.
It's crazy you
Social
say that,
scientist.
because I'm gonna tell you, man, you know, that was a big thing back then too.
We got another Crawford in the house, social scientist. He say he Crawford all day. What's up to him? He say what's up. Real recognize with real. MZ, what up? It say MZ, what up, man? Gil Coles, what up, Master Rob, what up?
Salute y'all.
Salute all day long. El Fenici say don't forget about 5,000 microwatts.
Yeah,
Watts down here doing that screw and stuff too in H-Town, so we can't slip on him at all.
I'm gonna tell you my first album outside of listening to Ghetto Boys growing up.
Uh-huh.
My first album from Texas I bought. Put it like this, the first CD I bought out the store was Too Hard to Swallow from UGK. That was my first CD I ever bought.
Wow.
They first album, Too Hard to Swallow. I think I bought that, and I bought it was two of them. It was that, and I think an Ice Cube album. I forget which one. Death Certificate or one of them.
Oh, Death Certificate went hard too.
Yeah, but man, I grew up on UGK. Everything from the South. That's all I listened to. I wasn't on that New York. I can't stand New York accent.
Oh, no.
I couldn't stand it, bro.
No shit.
No, I can't, man. I can't. Oh, I mean, until I got a little older, like I like Wu-Tang. I ain't gonna lie, I like Wu-Tang, DMX, but like Nas, Jay-Z, man, I could not deal with it, man. I couldn't. I'll turn it off. Don't even. I might throw the CD out of my car, man. Don't play that in my car.
Oh no, not throw it out the car.
I'll throw it out the car. Especially when Pop was alive. Hey, everybody Pop was going against. I had
look,
play that
was the realest right there.
Yeah, like Pop. I put it like Pop was, Pop was like worldwide. If you can't relate to that, then I don't know. You could be from any place on the map. You know what I'm saying? And listen to that.
Did you like? How'd you feel about Big? You like Big?
Biggest song.
He was all right, but I was more on Pop.
Okay, you was a Pop fan. I was a Pop fan too. I won't lie. I learned about Pop when I went to college. My second year of college, I learned about Pop. Soldier Story, Brenda having a baby, things like that.
Brenda got
social scientists say ain't no such reality in the multi-universe where Porter wins. Laughing my ass off. The Flash can go. He said the Flash can go back far enough in time to create a reality where Porter wins. Well, We're gonna see if the Flash gonna come and save me from eating crow that night. Hopefully he will be in the house to save me so I don't have to worry about crow. Let me see. Real Nikolai's real. Okay, I thought I read that. What up, man? You know you got it, bro. You got it. You say El Fenici. I couldn't stand that offbeat flow either. Who's offbeat flow, El Fenici? Help me understand who you're talking about. Unless you're talking about New York rappers. They usually are more a bit about trying to be metaphorical and stuff like that. So I can see how sometimes they would be offbeat if that's who you're talking about. Moving on down the list. Gil Cole speaking the truth. Real recognize real. Agree with you with some of the rapping that was going on. What you couldn't get with and throwing stuff out the window.
Yeah, man, I can't do it. I'm from the South.
Hey,
I eat chitlins. You know what I'm saying?
I love chitlins. I love chitlins.
Yeah.
Hot sauce, baby.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You can't miss that there. Let me see. El Fenici said Pac had you waiting to fight. Had you wanting to fight whoever he was against. That's true. His movie did make you want to get up and go it on. Social scientists. Wait, hold up. I'm thinking about MJG and 8 Ball with the pimping. Shit, my bad. Yeah. There you go. Social scientists. Yeah, classic. 8 Ball MJG.
Man, I listen to them every day damn near.
Oh yeah, you still jamming 8 Ball and MJG?
Man. I be putting shit in the Discord. I be putting them songs in the Discord.
Oh shoot, I'm gonna have to start checking that. I'm gonna have to start paying attention to the Discord a little more often.
All that shit.
El Fenici, well, it looks like you're gonna be helping us out tonight. We're gonna be doing a little back and forth on the beats, trying to see what we should use on some of these songs, and trying to get things lined up. I'm sure Master Rod gonna also hit us with some songs with some words, but we got some tracks that we're gonna be trying to bump a little bit, like the one we got going in the background right now. El Fenici said that East Coast flow. I feel you, El Fenici. Social scientists say the RZA was always offbeat, but he went hard on Wu-Tang. Ain't nothing to fuck with. Yeah, especially when isn't RZA also AKA Bobby Digital?
Yeah, I think he is.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Now it was some of his stuff in the beginning that I was having a hard time getting the feel. But as they kept coming out and doing work, I think the first Wu-Tang song.
Yes, 36 Chambers. That's the only album I know.
The first Wu-Tang song playing, the first Wu-Tang song I think I fell in love with was Cash Rules Everything Around Me.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the man who called whales and frogs out of the water, Trey X, joining the panel. Ladies and gentlemen, Trey X in the house.
Yeah. What's up with it, man? I just want
salute.
Salute, who that?
Salute,
this Gil, bro.
Oh, what's up, my nigga?
What's happening?
Hey, I just came to tell y'all, man, I changed my pick, man. My battery, I ain't got that much battery on my phone. I got to put it back on the charger. But I just came to say, man, I changed my pick with the Crawford and the Porter fight. I got to tell y'all why though, man, because like I had went back and I listened to the conversation that we had last night, and basically I was saying that I'm really at Crawford mercy. You know what I'm saying? It's really about what Crawford decides to do. If he decides to go out there and fight a clean, smart boxing exhibition against this man, ain't shit Porter can do about that. And I acknowledge that when we was having the conversation. Really, the only chance the man got is if he try to go and beat Porter at his own game. You know what I'm saying? And he do throw cleaner shots than Porter. I know the strength of schedule. I still got my little shit that, you know what I'm saying? But overall, the man do got like a more well-rounded game. He's more versatile than the man. I can't take that away from him. You know what I'm saying? It seems like he got a higher IQ than the man. I know that Porter got the way deeper amateur background and all that kind of stuff. But some things, even if you get 1,000 amateur fights, you might not be able to catch up with a motherfucker when it comes to thinking. I know he is smart. So I'm going to go ahead and make the smart pick. And then I also was thinking, too, like, Porter ain't the pinnacle. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm treating this motherfucker kind of like Goro in Mortal Kombat. We still got Shang Tsung. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to go ahead and just wait till Earl Spence get out there, and I'm gonna have to go ahead and take Crawford this time, man. So y'all go ahead and get your last in, whatever. I'm gonna go ahead and do what I gotta do. I ain't eating no crow this time.
Boy, I had a sandwich. I was gonna make a sandwich for you, bro.
Look like I'm gonna be standing on the island by
Yeah,
myself.
man.
Trading spots.
Yeah, I listened to the replay this morning, about 6 o'clock this morning. I listened to the replay on the way to work. I was like, man, sound like Trey making an emotional pick right now. I thought you were going by emotion, bro. You said you had to stand on it.
That's what it was, bro. It was that. It wasn't that I was emotional. It's just that I made these statements, bro.
Yeah.
Like starting back in like 2018 or something, I started talking about how I felt like Crawford wasn't just no bad motherfucker because he had won that undisputed championship, and I started talking about the fighters that he fought, like Ricky Burns and all that kind of stuff. So then when it come time for reckoning day, when the chickens come home to roost, then I ride with Crawford. I feel like a sucker right now. But hey, I don't want to eat no crow. So it's like, what you want to do? You want to be hard to eat crow? Or do you want to just go ahead and be smart and not eat crow and just have to swallow your pride a little bit? Well, hell, I'm going to go ahead and swallow my pride, man. I'm riding with Crawford, man.
Hey, I can't hold that against you. I can't hold it against you. El Fenici said coming out hard. Oh yeah, that was
that shit.
Yeah, coming out.
That whole album.
Yes.
The whole album.
Yes, it did. Social scientist said, yep. El Fenici said, yeah, he Bobby. Okay, so he is Bobby Digital. They said the man is, social scientist, this for you, Trey X. This man has come to his senses. El Fenici say that nigga got to be smoking and rewatching fights. Social scientists say, yes, Trey X, all these niggas at Crawford's mercy. Come clean,
Shang
my brother.
Tsung. We still got Shang Tsung, bro. I still got Earl Spence. That's the pinnacle. I'm gonna wait till the pinnacle, bro.
Okay. Let me see. El Fenici say facts, Trey. That's what I saw. Social scientists say 58-12, baby. 58-12.
Yeah, that's an amateur record.
Yeah, El Fenici say he was ready to serve your ass crow too.
A whole bunch of people.
Social scientist says, nah, I give him credit. He was going off amateur record. He had his reasons. It was more of a Darwish pick than an emotional one. Oh, he talking about you. Yeah, y'all go ahead and put all the weight on Trey and let me just sit back and enjoy the fact that I'm gonna ride with Sean Porter. Look like I'll be riding by myself, and it's all right. It's all right.
You might end up being right, OG, but it just it's like, do you go with a man that got 2 tools or 3 tools, or do you go with a man that got 10? And you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand what you're saying. I do. I feel you 100%.
And then I want to say this too. So actually, that's another reason. Like, he brought up the amateur record. That's another reason why I started thinking. I heard something. The music had kind of threw me off. I ain't gonna even lie.
Oh, my bad.
The amateur record is another reason. Yeah, bro, I can't even think why you got the music on. I ain't gonna even lie to you, bro.
Well, the music got your mind, huh?
But yeah, I was gonna say the amateur record is one of the reasons why I feel like Crawford can have an advantage, because he ain't got as many fights. Porter had 290 fights. You know what I'm saying? That's a lot of wear and tear. This ain't a young guy no more. This dude here is like 34 years old, and he done had tough fights in the pros. You know what I'm saying? Even fights that you didn't think was gonna be tough ended up being kind of tough for him. Like Eric Bonet, for example. Dude done took a lot of shots. You know what I'm saying? That's a lot of wear and tear. The Earl Spence fight was real tough on him. You know what I'm saying? That might be one reason why he wanted to get out there and start boxing a little bit against Ugas. Yeah, against Ugas. And then I was thinking, is his aggression still the same? I asked myself, when the last time Sean Porter had a headbutt in a fight? Was it against Alexander, or was it against Berto? Something like that. I don't
I
even
thought
see him
him
having
and
headbutts.
I
No,
thought him and Earl had a slight headbutt clash. In
I'm
they
talking.
fight.
I mean, like causing cuts and shit though.
Oh, a real headbutt.
Yeah, he like I don't really see that same type of aggression that he used to have. You know what I'm saying? It seems like he getting up there, man. So I ain't saying that to take away from the win. I'm just saying it to like think I probably need to go ahead and take Crawford. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? Because even
Okay.
Porter had been knocked out before too. He got knocked out by Emilio Carrera from Cuba in the Pan American Games and the amateurs and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I remember you saying that, but that was a long time ago.
He took some solid ass whoopings against Danny Jacobs too. Two fights he lost like 10-30 and 10-31 in
Danny
both of them.
Jacobs handled him like that.
Yeah, he beat Danny Jacobs too. They fought like 3 or 4 times. I know in at least 2 of them, Danny Jacobs really got off on him pretty good. I don't know what the exact numbers were, but I think combined in 2 fights, it was 20-62 with the points. And in both fights, Porter scored 10. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know exactly what it was for Danny, but I know that it was like 30 and 32 and 30 or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so he got off on Porter pretty good, man. You know, he probably boxing from the outside too.
Yeah, I wouldn't. And I'm thinking, as long as Bud can do him like that, keep him at the end of the jab and keep him on the outside, I think Bud stand a pretty good chance. But like you said, Bud is accurate on the inside. And you've heard me say plenty of times that Porter in the EJ fight was doing a lot of missing on the inside. And a lot of people, you know, that's what kept throwing me off. And people were like, oh, it was a lot closer than what you think. I'm like, how? When this dude was missing all over the place on the inside. But, you know, that's just what I saw. And
Yeah, even like that shot that he landed on in Donga. I'll be trashing that fight, you know what I'm saying? But the truth is it was an accurate shot that he threw to hit the man in the liver
right,
in the fight. Porter might not have landed that punch.
you're right.
He might have
He,
missed that motherfucker wide left or something because he be swinging so wild, you know what I'm saying? This dude threw a short, compact little shot right on the button. So the man can't fight. I ain't never took that away from him. I just ain't like his competition. But I will say this: if you go out here and beat Porter, I ain't got nothing else to say.
I agree.
It's just like Devin Haney. I was getting on Devin Haney. When he went out there and beat Linares, I ain't had nothing else to say. You know what I'm saying? I just
Yeah,
want to see you go out there with somebody I respect.
and
And
do your
then,
thing.
yeah. And I do respect Porter because I know he's gonna come with it. I won't even be too surprised if Porter win this fight. Like Porter is a tough, gritty motherfucker, a bulldog, man. You know what I'm saying? He gonna come up in there to fight. He like the modern day Aaron Little Tiger Wade after Black Murderers role. You know what I'm saying? That's how the books describe him. There's a motherfucker that get in there and just go to war with you and go to hell with you. And
Right.
that's Porter. And I think it's a chance that Crawford might have to go to hell with him. I know a lot of people say, "Oh man, this ain't gonna even be a test." That's what I can't even remember who said that. I think that was Hyphy that said that shit. You like, man, this ain't gonna even be a test. I don't know, man. I think this can be a test. Shit, this motherfucker Porter about to come fight his ass out, MZ.
Man, every fight is a test. Regardless of who get out there, no matter how bad you beat them, it's a test because you trying to make sure you don't get caught at no time.
But I don't think Porter gonna be. I mean, yeah, I don't think Porter gonna be able to turn Bud like he be trying to do. Because I see Bud just switching on him and just catching him with something, trying to do all that turning and shit. Because he was turning the hell out of EJ,
Yeah, he turned him a few times.
but he do that with Bud. Bud just gonna switch. That's what I see happening. I don't
Well,
know.
we know when
It's,
to do
it,
that.
But
it, it
go
depends on
ahead.
what side. Oh my bad. I was just gonna say it depends on what side he go to. If he go
Yeah.
to your dorsal side, you in trouble. Like regardless, you know what I'm saying? Like if he
Mm-hmm.
cross your face,
Mm-hmm.
you can switch on him real quick. Like let's say you in the orthodox stance and the motherfucker cross your face, you can go straight to that southpaw stance real quick. But if he get behind you though, like if you get around to your dorsal side outside your lead foot, you can't turn like that. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, he
that's
gonna be in
the
trouble.
only thing. That's why I be liking I'm gonna give you the microphone back, bro. I ain't even about to take it, bro. I'm just gonna say that's why I be liking like the European stuff around and stuff with Usyk and Lomachenko and all them type of dudes.
Fury
That's a
do
big
it too.
advantage.
His big ass do it too.
I ain't seen him against a southpaw to really
get a gauge of it.
Yeah, because that's what it is. You got to go against the opposite stance. Like an orthodox can't do it to an orthodox. But I have seen. Oh, one time in my life I saw an orthodox fighter get to the dorsal side of another orthodox fighter on a regular basis. That was Montel Griffin when he fought against James Toney. That's the only time I ever seen that shit. Never since then, I ain't never seen that, bro. That's the only time. But for the most part, you going to get to that dorsal side. Because when you get to that dorsal side, you on a blind spot, man. You can do whatever you want to do. And yeah, when you got that opposite stance, like if you look at Gazik when he fought against Adonis Stevenson, the southpaw, Gazik he orthodox. You know what I'm saying? He can get to that dorsal side on his ass, coming back with something.
Lighting his ass up.
But my bad, Gil. What you trying to say?
No. I'm listening, bro. I'm listening to what you talking about. Okay.
Yeah, that's a major move, man.
Yeah.
Call that European step around. We give it credit to Lomachenko because he was like the first person that we saw really just mastering that shit. But you know, everybody gonna copy what they see, so that shit done spread, and that shit like an art form.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm pretty sure they ain't the first people to do it. You know what I'm saying? But they the ones that made it popular. Now it's just like Floyd Mayweather wasn't the first person to shoulder roll. But that's what we think about when we think about the shoulder roll.
Because you so used to seeing him do it.
Yep. George Benton was doing the shoulder roll. Larry Temple, Dave Holly. You know what I'm saying? They was all doing the shoulder roll.
El Fenici got a lot to say to you tonight. You say, go with your head, not your pride.
Yeah.
He also said EJ is 100%. He stops Bud to the body. That's what beats Bud.
And he got that jab too.
Yeah, he got a good jab that he works a lot. It's going to be a tough fight for how long it lasts. I don't know who that dude is. Dyer. He was picking. Dwyer, who is that?
Richard Dwyer.
The bald head gambling investor guy on YouTube. So that's how you.
Yeah, I like Dwyer though, man. I go over there and check him out, man. Even though I be disagreeing with him all the time, I be trying to tell this dude, like, man, look here, man. This dude here, he a sub-novice. I break it down to him all the way. He a sub-novice. He fought this dude here. He did this here. He only got this many amateur fights. The dude here that he fighting, he got 150 of them. That's what I was trying to tell him with Kanaki and Hellenius. You know what I'm saying? Because he went out there and picked Kanaki in the rematch. And I'm telling him, bro, this dude here is 105, 38, and 1. This other dude ain't done nothing but won the fucking New York Golden Gloves. Like, I be trying to break it down to this nigga. He don't be want to listen. And they go out there and eat that crow, too. They don't even eat crow. He loses money.
that's even worse.
See, but the thing is, though, he's smart with it, though. He know how to do it. Like, he'll bet, he'll take Kanaki to win, and he might bet that the other dude win by knockout.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So even if Kanaki win, he'll win a little something. And if Glowacki, Hellenius get the knockout, he'll win a good something, you know what I'm saying? Because he's the underdog.
Right.
And so I think he still did pretty good on that fight, even though he got the fight wrong. But the way he was, the person he thought was gonna win though was Kanaki.
So yeah,
he know how to hedge.
You know
how to hedging. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Trying to cover himself on both ends on both bets. El Fenici said, "I like that beat on freestyle." Oh, you got that flow in your El Fenici. We're gonna have to get you on the show one day and let you go hard in the paint. Then he said he's talking about Sean Porter. He tried to get a little dirty with EJ, but EJ got dirty back. Well, that's what you have to do when a fighter try to go hard on you. You have to do that. I don't know what those what the hell is that we got up there? I don't know what that is. I guess it's some smiling faces. Napoleon Armstrong, salute to you from El Fenici. Okay, they talking to each other. El Fenici say Bud won't be able to switch. It will be too much pressure. Would better stay orthodox. With that, Master Rod, can you cook something up for us?
Yeah, I got something lined up over there.
I gotta put my phone on charge. I'll be.
Hey, if you can get back, but we know you will.
Yeah. Alright, Productions, music, and TBM Entertainment, baby. We want heroes in this life. We want things that fuck believe in. In this world, we're losing control of the youth. Let's change the world. We want heroes in this life. We want things that fuck believe in. In this world, we're losing control of the youth.
Jimmy, baby.
Let's change the world.
My life is gonna change. It's like the amazing things. It's like the sun and rain. It's like I grip my brain. It's like this whole world feel the pain. So my mind is stuck. I can't turn away. I'm on my hands and knees. Man, I gotta pray. Just wanna take this one time out to thank him for this day. Jesus for this messed up. What can I say? It's like the heaven, dog. Man, I love to stay. Bringing change to this world, something we need. Jesus hung on that cross. He lived for you and me. Yes, he did. I gotta ask for forgiveness for my sins and pray. Gotta thank the Lord for everything he did.
We want heroes in this life. We want things to fuck believe in.
Master Rod singing the hook.
Control of the youth. Let's change the world. We want heroes in this life. We want things to fuck believe in. In this world, we're losing control of the youth.
Man,
Let's change
take
the
a look at the
world.
times we're living in. Evidence of the last days. Forgive me, Lord, for my ways and all the words I didn't say. Let my tears talk when I pray. America has strayed away and forgot the price that Jesus paid. So prideful, lustful, lovers of themselves, living for that moment of pleasure, knowing the destination's hell. Ain't here to compromise the truth to fill up no church seats. Gotta practice what you preach. Keep the devil beneath your feet. Try to open your eyes
Derek
with every
Bailey in
verse
the
that I
house.
write.
Salute to you,
Soon
brother.
Jesus
Thank
is
you for
gonna
stopping
return
through.
like a thief in the night. They say that money makes the world go round. True, at this rate, pretty soon it'll make the world burn down, burn down.
We want heroes in this life. We want things to fuck believe in. In this world, we're losing control of the youth. Let's change the world. We want heroes in this life. We want things to fuck believe in. In this world, we're losing control of the youth. Let's change the world.
In this section of the church, they don't form the clique. If you ain't tripping on their level, you dismissed. Killing souls and still a deal with a kiss. Wash the blood off your hands, but residue is on your wrist. The world needs help, but nobody calling Jesus. Won't see you at the church, but first in line for them sneakers. And we not on the same page like the people. Would think the kids safe for being targeted by the leaders. If you gon' go to hell, then take that ride by yourself. Cause you done put preaching and God on the shelf. The key to saving kids is some prayer and a belt. And every time you play with fire, part of you begin to melt. Ugh.
We want heroes in this life. We want business to fuck believe in. In this world, we're losing control of the youth. Let's change the world. We want heroes in this life. We want business to fuck believe in. In this world, we're losing control of the youth. Let's change the world.
the world. Master Rod sang the hook on that track. Actually, Master Rod wrote the hook to that track. Pretty good song.
Yeah, so, pretty good. You know, G. Made by G Means. You can catch him on Spotify and probably any other platform out there. He's out there. Trust me. He's working it.
So let's keep it popping. You know, tonight is Tokyo-ish, Crawford or Porter. Right now, it looks like I'm the lone stander when it comes to the Crawford-Porter fight. As you heard, Trey X came on here and gave his reasoning for having to switch over to the other side. He went over to the dark side, and that's all right. You know, I'm going to stand and hold the ship steady by myself. And when this weekend come, I'll be sitting back sipping on me a bottle of wine. And I'll be laughing when I pass out the crow. I'm going to make sure I get a good red wine for this crow that I'm going to be passing out. It's going to be marinated in shish kebab. You know what I'm saying? With roasted potatoes and garlic butter, asparagus chips. And just to spice it up, I'll have avocado. And I'll throw a couple of shrimp on there for them so, you know, to round it off. You know what I'm saying? Because I got a feeling Porter might surprise everybody.
Look, man, now you over here talking about food, man. Now you're waking me up. I'm hungry.
Your ass should be asleep anyway. So, you know, I'm gonna keep something going. That's kind of loud. Let me pull that down a little bit. Trey X said it had him. That beat threw him off. He couldn't think, couldn't concentrate, couldn't understand what it was that he was trying to say. Maybe you was trying to say to yourself, maybe I should stay on this pick with MZ. Maybe I should ride with Porter with MZ instead of going with Bud. Maybe that's what it was. I don't know. Yeah, that's the menu right there for you, El Fenici. He said we gotta light some of them candles for Porter. That go give codes again, talking about having a visual with my scented candles from HW Wicks. You don't burn HW Wick candles at a damn visual. You burn them when you're sitting back with your lady and just relaxing. You know what I'm saying? That's what HW Wick candles are for. You know what I'm saying? It's for you to sit back and relax. It's aromatherapy. It ain't for us to be sick. First of all, Porter gonna win. So stop that. Stop that. You know what I'm saying? Don't do me like that. Porter gonna win. Moving on to the next one. El Fenici said that's a menu where, you know, I'm trying to make sure that you get everything you can with what you want and have you full when you get up and leave the fight. So yeah, you're gonna get that. El Fenici say, I love that beat. Let me go ahead and put it up there. That's that pump, that bump it or dump it. And since I love that beat, I appreciate that. Let me know. So Master Rod, go ahead and make a note of number 44. El Fenici has picked that track to add to
number 44, huh?
Number 44 to add to what we're gonna do.
End, right?
Yeah, number 44. So we're gonna have to come up with. I'm gonna get the brothers together and come up with something, and put it together and try to have it together for them pretty soon. If anybody, I do mean anybody got something to say, I want y'all to come on out and say it. Here we go. El Fenici say, I won't be surprised if Porter wins. He just has to fight his fight. And that's what I'm looking for Porter to do. Don't come out and try to pull that ugas where you look like you confused. But I'm looking for him to come out there and just be Porter, be Sean Porter. And he looked like he done bulked up a little bit. You know, I don't know, maybe I'm just tripping. But I'm looking for him to come out, have a high motor, and just try to be all over Bud. But we'll see. This weekend we'll be telling the story. Derek Bailey say I'm leaning toward Porter also. Way to go, Derek Bailey. Don't let your boy MZ be standing out there in the wind all by himself. So yeah, there you go. I'm not saying that you got to pick him, but you know, let me know that you feel like Porter is going to be more than just a pushover when it comes to this fight coming up. Trix is talking to Derek Bailey. Derek Bailey, yeah, I'm flip-flopping also. Ain't that something? El Fenici say we must remember Bud started slow. And that could play a pivotal role in this fight, El Fenici, because if Sean Porter come out and straight go into mauling him right out the gate, that could cause a problem for Bud, especially seeing that Bud does start slow. But I got a feeling that Bud is preparing himself. I think Bud wants to make a statement, and this is just me seeing it from both sides. I think Bud is going to want to make a statement, and he's going to try to deal with Sean Porter, in so many words, show Earl and everybody else. Yeah, I'm here. This is set up for that. You know what I'm saying? This is a chance for Bud to make that statement and say I'm here, but it's also a statement that Sean Porter could make, because if Sean wins, he also puts himself back in the standings of going after a belt and putting himself in line for a title shot, and seeing that it's only two guys to put yourself into a line with. What can you say? Because if Porter pulls it off, he'll have become champion for the third time for a different belt. So Porter's, we just have to see what happens with that. So I'm expecting a good fight, but like I said, I'm going with Porter because I said that at least a month ago. Derek Bailey said, but I was going with Porter from the start. We have to see how Porter can push Bud. Well, Porter is a naturally bigger man, so I don't think he's going to have a hard time pushing Bud back, for the simple fact that Porter is a naturally bigger man, and that says something. Might not say a lot, but it says enough. So I'm looking for him to have that advantage. I'm thinking he will be able to push Bud back. If Bud, strengthens up and try to hold ground, that can play against Bud, because he's using energy. You know what I'm saying? He'll be using energy. If Sean can be a little more accurate while going in and pushing Bud, he can turn this fight to his totally towards his way. But we have to see if he and Kenny has that in the repertoire, and if they ready to do that or not. What's next? El Fenici says, looking at it objectively, Porter fought Spence to the very end, and it was close, but can't fight Porter's fight. If Bud fights Porter's fight, he loses. Well, Porter came out there. He was determined to get that fight. He did some good things in that fight, and if you want to say it was close, it was close, but not as close as I believe people think, because for the simple reason I have the problem with him doing a lot of missing on the inside, and to me, with fighters, you making a fighter miss on the inside and then punishing him on top of that, you landing licks, Earl landing licks. You know what I'm saying? That's not good. But in Porter's defense, he weathered every storm that Earl put on him. When they were fighting, he weathered everything that Earl put on him. So, will he be able to withstand what Bud brings to the table? We'll have to see. But once again, I believe, in my opinion, as humble as it is, that Sean is going to end up being it's going to be a close fight, and people are going to be surprised when they say Sean Porter won. Let me just say it like that. Might be even some people say robbery, because both men are confident. Bud is confident to the point that he's kind of cocky. And the last time I seen a fighter do that, where they were kind of being a little showboatish, was Manny Pacquiao when he lost that first time to Desert Storm, Tim Bradley. When he lost to Tim Bradley that first time, remember he made us wait while he watched the game, the rest of the playoff game, and went out there and lost, and everybody was looking crazy. That can be Sean Porter this Saturday coming up. He missed a lot, but he had Earl a few. He hit her. I believe this should be saying he missed a lot, but he hit hard. He hit EJ hard a few times. I'm a big EJ guy just cause he from the D, but I still saw him give EJ hell. Yeah, I'm not saying he didn't. He landed some real good shots on EJ. You know what I'm saying? I ride with you. I concur on that 100%. It's just that he'll have to be tighter on his defense, and he can't miss as much. That's all I'm saying. I believe, honestly, Sean Porter would be a much better fighter if he just slowed down a little bit. I believe if he just slowed down a little bit and wasn't so in a rush to get to the spot and hurry up and start throwing punches, that things will go better for him. But that's just me. But you know, that's a lot of the big reasons I feel like he missed shots, he smothers his work. If he just slowed down a half step, I think things will look a lot better for him. With me saying that, I'm gonna ask Master Rod. You got something lined up, Master Rod? Master Rod. Oh no. Hey man, look like you kind of crashing out over there on me, bro. What you got lined up?
Look here. You know what? I dipped there for a second there. Let's see what we got over here, my brother.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and turn the tables over to Master Rod. And let me see what we got. Trey X. Who was this? Derek Bailey. Derek Bailey they said Tank been whipping Porter ass in sparring. Have y'all heard that? Yes, I have. Who did I hear from? I heard it on Blue Blood, and I believe Blue Blood, they said that Tank was like 152 pounds and Sean was at like 154. So yeah, I did hear that Tank was giving him that work. El Fenici say I agree, MZ. I think he needs to fight like that Danny fight. Yeah, if he do that, you know what I'm saying? Derek Bailey even agree with you. He says exactly at El Fenici. If he slows down just a tad bit, I believe Sean Porter will have a lot more success. He does everything already. He has footwork, he has head movement, he has angles. He's just moving at 1,000 miles an hour. And I believe totally that is what's his name? That's his dad's fault for having him moving so fast. Chris, okay, Chris, appreciate that. He said he just want to let me know that he listened in a lot. I appreciate that very much. So thanks for stopping in. So yeah, if somebody can talk to Kenny Porter and tell him, man, you need to slow Sean down just a little bit. Sean will be a lot better fighter. That's my opinion. He has defense. It's not the greatest, but he has it. And like I said, he has foot movement, head movement, all of these things. Master Rod, kick us into something so I can go ahead and puff a couple of times and sip my wine. I'm gonna come back to you fellas. Y'all go ahead and let's jam what Master Rod got.
Keep doing my beats, making sure my family eats.
Oh man, you're gonna have to start that over, bro. You're gonna have to start that over. Master Rod, you're gonna have to start that from the beginning. I messed the fellas up after that. Salute to Big E in the house. All day. How the Track Titans. Bump it or dump it, fellas. Bump it or dump it.
We go harder than concrete. Me and my body get smoked out. Ice chest full of beers. Cheers, this the dirty south. Fuck being down and out. We in this bitch trying to stay alive. Peace to you, my nigga. I see you trying to get your money. 3 set for life and I fuck with it. You better show your fam straight. You don't break a bitch. Standing up on all teams. All teams. It's on again. Same day, same shit. All across the bitch. No matter where you live. Hold it down. Shout out across the Southwest side. H-Time straight. All day. All day, all day, all day, get your money and it can't wait. All day, all day, all day, all all day. Where it's real and it's no face, all day. All day, real shit, all day. Trying to stay out the way, all day. All day, all day. Making sure that the fam straight, all day. All day, all day. Get your money and it can't wait, all day. All day, all day. Where it's real and it's no face, all day. Real nigga, real shit, all day. Trying to stay out the way, all day. All day, all day.
Making sure my family's straight. Doing what I do. Keep doing for my beats. Making sure my family eats. Saying little prayers. I'm glad I got to know ya. I'ma be here till the end. I'm the movie master bride.
Making sure that the fam straight, all day. All day, all day. Get your money and it can't wait, all day. All day, all day. Where it's real and it's no face, all day. All day, real shit, all day. Trying to stay out the way, all day. All day, all day. Making sure that the fam straight, all day. All day, all day. Get your money and it can't wait, all day. All day, all day. Where it's real and it's no face, all day. Real nigga, real shit, all day. Trying to stay out the way, all day. All day, all day.
I break bread with my kinfolk and I don't sleep. They can't eat and they can't eat and I don't sleep. I make a way for my kinfolk. Guard dog up all night, making sure everybody sleep tight. Checking the perimeter with that thing on me, making sure that it's alright. I never leave my post alone, even if it means posting alone. I ain't talking about call, I'm talking about literally leaving my post alone. Some people living under pressure. Oh no, not see. I'ma make sure that my family always equal up to me.
Making sure that the fam straight, all day. All day, all day. Get your money and it can't wait, all day. All day, all day. Where it's real and it's no face, all day. Real day, real shit, all day. Trying to stay out the way, all day. All day, all day. Making sure that the fam straight, all day. All day, all day. Get your money and it can't wait, all day. All day, all day. Where it's real and it's no face, all day. Real day, real shit, all day. Trying to stay out the way, all day. All day,
I got that retired money, so the fam is good. Bought a home out in the country, moved us out of the hood. When circumstances were bad, we converted to good. Every time they said I couldn't, I showed them I could. These haters plotting my downfall, I'm wishing you would. We 10 steps ahead of you, you back where I stood. Nigga, you should understand this boy don't play. Regardless of what you say, we bring that heat all day. Let go.
Man, that was All Day by the Track Titans. Heard it here first on MZ Talks Boxing. So Trey X said he liked that song. El Fenici. MZ, we need to talk. I need these type beats for my little homie. Well, I tell you what, El Fenici, when we get ready to close out the show, why don't you join the chat and meet you and I and Master Rock, we can talk after we shut down. So I'll put the link in before we go so we can talk. Trey X said Ernest Davis salute. Ooh, he called him Ernest Davis instead of Big E. Chris Rayner salute brought by Trey X. I'm just getting the salutes and everything out the way. Derek Bailey saluted Ernest Davis. Everybody saying hi to everybody. Yeah. Derek Bailey said he was feeling it. Yeah, you know what, Master Rod, since they feeling it, go ahead and hit him again, and then I'm gonna go ahead and line up something in the chamber.
Oh man, for real, man.
Yeah, we finna go.
They want to hit it again, man.
I'm just saying it sounds pretty good. I got enough says for it, so go ahead and pump it one more time. I'm gonna shut up.
Oh man. Let me find it again.
Oh no! See, that's what that hospital living do for you, man. You're laying up in there getting sponge baths, sucking the jello up, eating all the fruit cups. And now you come home and you can't remember what the buttons are. Come on, Master Rod, we're rooting for you. Master Rod, Master Rod, Master Rod.
We go harder than concrete. Me and my bodies get smoked out. Ice chest full of beers. Shit, this the dirty south. Fuck, being down and out. We in this bitch trying to stay alive. Peace to you, my nigga. I see you trying to get your money 3 set for life. And I fuck with it. You better show your fam straight. You don't break a bitch. Standing up on all 10. Cause every day is on the end. Same day, same shit all across the bitch. No matter where you live, hold it down. Shout out. Southwest side, make me your time straight all day, all day, all day. Get your money and it can't wait all day, all day, all day. Where it's real and it's no face all day, all day. Real shit all day. Trying to stay out the way all day, all day, all day. Making sure that the fam straight all day, all day, all day. Get your money and it can't wait all day, all day, all day. Where it's real and it's no face all day, real nigga, real shit all day. Trying to stay out the way all day, all day, all day.
Making sure my family's straight. Doing what I do. Keep doing my beats. Making sure my family eats. Saying little prayers. I'm glad I got to know ya. I'ma be here till the end. I'm the only master ride.
Making sure that the fam straight all day, all day, all day. Get your money and it can't wait all day, all day, all day. Where it's real and it's no face all day, all day. Real shit all day. Trying to stay out the way all day, all day, all day. Making sure that the fam straight all day, all day, all day. Get your money and it can't wait all day, all day, all day. Where it's real and it's no face all day, real nigga, real shit all day. Trying to stay out the way all day, all day, all day.
I pray with my kinfolk and I don't sleep. They can't eat, they can't eat, and I don't sleep. I make way for my kinfolk. Guard dog up all night, making sure everybody sleep tight. Checking the perimeter with that thing on me, making sure that it's alright. I never leave my post alone, even if it means posting alone. I ain't talking about call, I'm talking about literally leaving my post alone. Some people live under the pressure. Oh no, not see. I'm gonna make sure that my family always equal up to me.
Making sure that the fam straight all day, all day, all day. Get your money and it can't wait all day, all day, all day. Where it's real and it's no face all day, all day. Real shit all day. Trying to stay out the way all day, all day, all day. Making sure that the fam straight all day, all day, all day. Get your money and it can't wait all day, all day, all day. Where it's real and it's no face all day, real nigga, real shit all day. Trying to stay out the way all day, all day, all day.
I got that retired money, so the fam is good. Bought a home out in the country, moved us out of the hood. When circumstances were bad, we converted to good. Every time they said I couldn't, I showed them I could. These haters plotting my downfall, I'm wishing you would. Be 10 steps ahead of you, you back where I stood. Nigga, you should understand this boy don't play. Regardless of what you say, we bring that heat all day. Let go.
Man, we're gonna let go and say, I'm riding with Porter. It's gonna be a close fight, but I'm riding with Porter. And y'all hear me say it. I'm professing the fact that I might be eating crow. But I'm gonna keep music jamming. So Master Rod, while you set it up, watch what I do real quick. I don't worry about no problems, there's no problem with me. I don't need no ticket for my windows. Everywhere to see, I keep moving. Always keep these people in your sight. I keep moving. You never know who's wrong or who's right. I don't worry about no problems, there's no problem worrying me. I don't need no ticket for my windows. Everywhere to see, I keep moving. Always keep your eyes on the prize. I keep moving. Never know who's truly on your side. On a mission for them dead white boys. You know the dead ones get stacked up. When you walk into a strip club, tossing up watch hoes act up. Niggas look strange, I know the strange back. You got a problem, you don't really want that. That alcohol got you thinking. You walked in, don't make me just prove that. And I'm trying to let you make it, my nigga, just let it be. But that devil off opinion, so you gon' come fuck with me. Now I can make it home and you might not. Let there be new scripture. If you cross the line, I can guarantee that I'll let that be hit you. I don't worry about no problems, there's no problem worrying me. I don't need no ticket for my windows, everywhere to see. I keep moving, always keep these people in your sight. I keep moving, you never know who's wrong or who's right. Worry about no problems, there's no problem worrying me. I don't need no ticket for my windows, everywhere to see. I keep moving, always keep your eyes on the prize. I keep moving, never know who's truly on your side.
I keep on moving like soul to soul. Penetrate your mind, let your conscience flow. Like water from the aquifer. Look you in the aquifer and see the infinity. For the Hennessy, take a sip. Know this lyrical clip full of hollow tip. Got the mic with a firm grip when I spit. Tap brothers talking little shit.
Niggas killing me with the smuggled shit that you hear. Inability to speak with clarity, it's so unclear.
But I'ma need you to step your game up. Cause if not, you a trunk that's a lame up. I'ma call you super dead cause your game suck. Pack your shit if you can nigga ain't truck. What?
Worry about no problem, there's no problem with me. I don't need no tears upon my windows that they're here to see. I keep moving, always keeping people in your sight. I keep moving, you never know who's wrong or who's right. Worry about no problem, there's no problem with me. I don't need no tears upon my windows that they're here to see. I keep moving, always keep your eyes on the prize. I keep moving, you never know who's truly on your side.
Niggas killing me with the smuggled shit that you hear. Inability to speak with clarity, it's so unclear.
I said niggas be talking crazy, hold up, don't make them wait. I don't chase after hoes, I really make change. Okay, let's get that straight. Back to the grill when the niggas got beef, yes man, gon' bring your stage. By the time you realize we got a problem, then it's too late. Yeah, back to the show. Appreciate everybody stopping through here at MD Talks Boxing, where we talk about boxing. And right now it's Talk Your Ish about Sean Porter and Terrence Crawford. Let's see what pop off. Because y'all know I'm going with Porter. I said that about a month ago. I believe I done spoke on every aspect of it. You know what I'm saying? I do respect Terrence Crawford. He is a hell of a fighter. But tonight, this weekend, he'll either push me over the ledge where I'll be able to say, yeah, I'm totally a fan of his, because I want to see how he handles Sean Porter. Just the pure veracity of Sean Porter, the way he fights, the way he's always all over a person. I want to see how Bud takes that. Because, there's a lot of great fighters, but when somebody just gets to getting all over them like that, they can't handle it. And I want to see how he plays chess that night. That's the best way to put it. I want to see how he plays chess that night. So if anybody got something to say, I'm looking to hear it. I'll read it out loud and let them know what your opinion is. But right now, I'm thinking that, there's no need for me to say I'm leaning. I have full-fledged going out and pick Sean Porter, and I said,
Maestro. Man, we need to talk, my brother. Just know that, okay? I've been trying to get a hold of you. Yeah.
I see the music notes. Okay, I didn't even see that until just now.
Yeah. When I seen that, that's what made me say that, and I say yes. Yeah, because I've been trying to get a hold of it. Hey, my timing, this ain't been right.
Okay, El Fenici says, I agree. I'm a Bud fan and waiting to see if he can impress me. We might take some slack for it being said like that, but yeah, I can concur with you on that. I'm just waiting for him to give me that wow factor. That's the only thing, because I've seen him fight and I see all the tools, but I'm waiting for that wow factor. And maybe he just doesn't have the wow factor. Maybe he's just a great fighter with the tools that just go out there and do it and keep winning. But you know how you see those fights where you see certain fighters where you be like, man, that was a hell of a fight. Did you see what he did? Or, that's what I'm waiting for to see from Bud. I just I haven't quite seen it yet. And maybe this Saturday we'll get to see that because of who he's dancing with. Maybe it's been his dance partners all the time. But Sean Porter might be the perfect dance partner, because if you look at it, when he fought Earl Spence, people came away from that fight really praising Sean Porter. Even though he lost, they came from that fight praising Sean Porter, talking about, did you see the work that he gave Spence? Did you see this? Did you see that? And it was Spence that won the fight. So, that's the wow factor that I'm looking for. Sean Porter, even though people looking at him as a gatekeeper in some aspects, a lot of people, I believe, became Porter fans if they weren't already. I believe a lot of people that night became his fans in a loss. kind of like Wilder, I believe he received a lot of respect and stuff like that in a loss. So, you know, this is one of those few times that I'm expecting, you know, greatness from from Bud, if he can show it. And I know it sounds crazy for me to say that because I picked Porter to win, but I want to see that greatness factor from Bud, man. That's the only thing I think is missing. Big E say, yep. El Fenici say facts, MZ. I'm looking to see that it factor. I can feel you. Trey X say, I'm going to feel stupid if Crawford gets whooped. No, you won't. You're going to feel full of that crow and those asparagus chips that I told you about and those garlic drizzled buttered potatoes, you know, and those green. I got it all for you, baby. I got the whole menu planned out. El Fenici say the reason I lean so much towards Spence is because of the Brook fight. He was overseas against all odds and handled his business. And to speak on that, not to go away from talk our shit about Bud and Porter, Kell Brook was giving Spence work in the beginning. Not only did he go overseas in hostile territory, but he fought a champion that just wasn't really trying to give it up. You know, that was Kell Brook's first loss at welterweight. So with that being said, yeah, you know, I'm a Spence fan. I'm here in Texas. I'm in San Antonio now, but, you know, my life
is still in Texas.
Pretty much done in 88 on the southwest side. So, yeah, I'm a Spence fan. I like the Charlos, but right now they kind of pissing me off because, you know, I don't know what to say about those boys right now. But, you know, we'll see what happens when the boxing business gets done and out the way. Master Rod, you got something else going? You got it lined up, Dig? Baby say facts. I hope you're talking about the Charlo boys, you know what I'm saying? Or being a Texas man and myself riding with the Texans. Big E say, what you mean, Trey X? I thought you was going for Porter. No, Big E, you missed him. He came on the show, hit me in the back, and then gave me a kidney punch, and then told me he was riding with Crawford. Well, I was leaning up against the ropes trying to understand what just happened.
Look here, while we're talking about these people eating crow and all that other good shit, man. Thanksgiving, come and check these tracks out.
Yeah, Benicia says Dallas is stomping ground. Oh, you're not too far, player. You're not too far. Big E say, oh, no shit. Yeah, Big E, he traded on me, man. He went on and switched his pick. So, yeah, I'm going to have to put a nice, beautiful menu together for Trey X and the rest of the family to come through and kick it with us on MZ Talk Boxing. I got this crow meal just waiting for y'all, man. One of those bump and dump it, fella. You know that water that's too good. Let's bring a couple of them out. He said, okay. Yeah, Felicia, Texas boy. What they know about these Texas boys? listening to some heat coming from Master Rod. Fresh from the hospital bed into the studio. Give another one. What you mean is for me? Tell me what you mean on give another one. Yeah, tonight is Talk Your Ish about Porter and Crawford. And y'all know how we do it in We Talk About It. We put tracks on and we jam. We do our thing. Yeah, for me, I'm gonna go ahead and drop this, okay, they drop another beat. Master Rod.
Yeah, I like that.
Well, I'm going to say thank you all for coming. We have reached that 10 o'clock mark, and I don't want to keep anybody up later than what they need to be. I know people got to go to work. So I'm going to say thank you for all coming. Hit that like button on your way in and on your way out. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend that if you're going to watch the fight, you need to go over to Marlowe's Corner and check out Trey X, as he called the fight. The man can call a well from water along with the frog. You'll be quite entertained if you listen to the fight and you watch it, but you listen to Trey X give blow by blow. It's quite amazing. Also, you get a chance, go ahead over there by D-Lo 404 Boxing and check out the Voice of Reason, because he has some good takes on some things. Man, Warzone is another channel that I think you should check out. I want to say thank you again for everybody coming through. El Fenici, I'm gonna go ahead and drop that link for you so we can have that conversation. To everybody else, much love to you. Appreciate everybody coming through. We're going to end it like this.
Y'all know what it is. MZ Talks Boxing.
Let me make this abundantly clear. We talk about boxing here. My opinion is winning, but if you ain't feeling, then good on your boxing. Yeah, this minnow headshot sting. So do these body blows that I bring. You wanted the big step to the ring. Let's go to the toe to the final bell ring. MZ Talks Boxing.